CMPD suspense officer who logged off on afternoon of deadly shootout transfers another. An internal email confirms the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department took action against two officers who logged off before and during April 29th ambush. The Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department suspended one of its own in the days after WCNC Charlotte questioned why some people logged off their radios before and had a gunman kill four officers, public record shows. Suspended pending Civil Service Board review, CMPD won't reveal why the agency took action against that patrol officer. A spokesperson said by statute the department can't release certain details about personal matters, calling that confidential and not a matter of public record. From his file, it appears that the officer has been suspended pending the Civil Service Review. CMPD Director of Public Affairs Sandy Delosua Vastola said in an email in WCNC Charlotte, "We don't have anything further to share at this time." As of Thursday afternoon, the Civil Service Board had yet to set a hearing date for the officer, according to the city clerk. In the afternoon, a deadly East Charlotte shootout on April 29th, multiple officers shared concerns with the WCNC Charlotte about a small number of their colleagues who were seemingly unavailable to respond that afternoon. WCNC Charlotte brought questions to CMPD on behalf of the hundreds of on and off duty police who responded to the Galway Drive shooting. In response, the agency dismissed their concerns and called WCNC Charlotte reporting irresponsible and a slam job. Since May, WCNC Charlotte has repeatedly questioned information about two officers in particular. An internal email sent to Vastola on May 29th recently obtained through a public records request confirmed both officers were among those who logged off the radio on April 29th. Upon sharing their revelation with the department, the spokesperson, citing state law, told WCNC Charlotte CMPD should not have released portions of that email. "I would respectfully request that you do not publish that portion of the email as it was sent to you in error from the public record department," Vastola said. Specifically, the log-off sentence is protected personal information. A month and a half before CMPD suspended the one officer, WCNC Charlotte found him working desk duty in June. That change to his employee lasts for weeks, but despite WCNC Charlotte's repeated questions, the department never reflected the temporary work assignment in the publicly releasable portion of his personal file. When asked, the department spokesperson said, "North Charlotte public records law does not allow agencies to release public information about current work assignments or work schedules." The officer's work status officially changed to suspended on July 31st. According to his file, the suspension came just days after WCNC Charlotte aired its investigation and followed a Facebook post by the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Fraternal Order of Police criticizing the department's response to the WCNC Charlotte reporting. Now we know, several weeks later, that this was 100% true, that the facts were 100% correct. FOP President Daniel Redford told WCNC Charlotte there's validity to what you were asking about. "We know for 100% certainty that an officer has been punished for logging off. Granted, there may be some other things behind it, but that was one of them, and it goes to show that your irresponsible slam job article that you wrote wasn't irresponsible on your part." Even as a former FBI agent and retired FBI assistant director, called for more openness in the wake of the deadliest day of law enforcement in Charlotte history. CMPD spokesperson strongly cautioned WCNC Charlotte from moving forward with the story, noting the sensitive nature of the day's events. Ultimately, the department refused to speculate about why some officers were seemingly unavailable. It's not that they logged off, it's what their logging off represents. As far as the response from the department, Redford said, as tragic as it is, I don't want to see people using it as an excuse to forego answering questions because it might not fit a certain criteria or what they wanted their agenda to look like. Redford said the department dismissal response prompts the FOP to take a public stance against the spokesperson handling of the situation. The department should not be the one to determine what news stories they decide they want to answer questions on, Redford said. It is a valid concern that we also heard. Officers were not happy. It is important to know that while this was going on, that we have people who were, for no other better word than to say, a coward, because the community deserves better. Because what if it's them next time being shot at? Whether you agree with Nate Marabito on this article or not, we can't say the concerns he has risen is this article true. Record show is also it also took CMPD several weeks to update the other officers' file. The department officially listed his transfer to a different division in June, labeling it a reassignment. Given the nature of the circumstances that day, we understand the interest in the officer's response to that incident was thoroughly added. However, we must always balance transparency and public record laws with the confidentiality required by personal laws. I hope you can understand the situation we face. Deputy U.S. Marshal Thomas Weeks asked Task Force officers Alden Ellington and Sam Palach and CMPD officer Joshua Iron died at the hands of a gunman on the afternoon of April 29th. Several other officers suffered injuries. A federal task force was attempting to serve a warrant on the fugitive at the time of the ambush. CMPD Deputy Chief Tanya Rington previously explained to WCMC Charlotte, when fellow officers are under attack, generally we're all going.